shreds, and that paper can sometimes lead to opportunities for fraud. And that's why shredding becomes so important. AARP North Dakota can help with an event this weekend, and here to tell us about Bismarck Shreds are Nancy Guy and Dave Ellefson. Good morning to you both. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Nancy, if you would talk about this event and why it's so important.
Well, it's sort of almost in conjunction with Earth Day too,
Right,
because
right.
it's a good idea to shred things, get rid of them, but you know, it's important to keep your records up to date so that fraudsters have less access to it. You don't want to throw bank records and those kinds of things, your tax records, in the garbage, because you never know who can get their hands on it. So if it's shredded, that's the safest way to dispose of it.
Okay, now this is, you know, we're going to get into details here with Dave here in a second as far as how it all works, but this is if you sign up, if you register, this is a free event, correct?
Yes, it's this Saturday from 8:30 until noon at our AARP North Dakota office, and that is located at 107 West Main Street. There will be a drive-through with 4 lanes, so we would like people to register, but you don't have to come at a certain time.
Okay.
We'd like to kind of stretch things out so we don't have a lot of traffic backed up on Main Street, but you can register online or by calling 877-926-8300, and I think we'll have a
we'll have all
QR
that.
code or something up
we'll
here.
have that on the screen here in a little bit. Dave, let me ask you this: as far as you know, it's important to box things up and things like that. You are, and Nancy brought us a box here just to show us what a box is all about. And you are limiting it. You want to keep it to 2 of these, correct?
Yes, we want to have 2 boxes, and so it goes faster.
Right. So will people come to your car if you pull up? If you're in one of those 4 lanes, they come to the car and they grab these things from your back seat or wherever it's at?
What I'd like to say first is that we want them to come in the west driveway of the AARP parking lot there, and then there'll be AAR people with these fancy vests on,
I was gonna say.
directing which of 4 lanes that they should drive into.
Okay.
And on the process, they drive up in those 4 lanes. They drive to the shredder center, and when they get there, they're required to stay in their car.
Okay.
And there will be AAR volunteers there also to take the boxes out of their car, dump it in a shredder bin, and bring it back to their car, and then they'll leave, exit back out onto Main Avenue, and they should use caution because there's traffic there.
Sure, sure.
And the shredding the shredding stuff will go into the truck on that same day, so it's not sitting around anywhere.
Okay, so once it's disposed of, it is shredded and disposed of.
It's shredded right away.
Now, go ahead, Dave. Did you have something else here, or I was going to ask Nancy a question? There's this being tax season, and people throw away their old tax returns and things like that. There's a lot of papers, even though we're so digital now, that are still very, very dangerous if they get in the wrong hands.
Yes, indeed. Some of the documents that we encourage people to bring to us are old tax returns. Unless you plan to run for president, you only have to you only need to hold on to those tax returns for about 3 years.
Right.
There's home-related financial records you only have to keep for 7 years. And banking and investment records, most of those you only need to keep for a year. Stocks or bonds you need to keep for 6 years. Medical records, you can get rid of your payment proof after 6 years. And the last tip is old canceled checks.
Easy to forget
Shred
that.
those boxes because the electronic versions are retained by your bank or credit union. So you can maybe make some room in your closet.
There you go. You're going to find out how much room you actually have. There's the information on the phone number that you can call as far as getting yourself registered. It is this Saturday from when to when?
8:30 until noon.
All right. Thank you so much. Great information, and a good way to give yourself some peace of mind as well.
Yes, thanks for having us.